Next, we'll see two teams face off for just the 8th time in a rematch of Super Bowl 38. It's the Patriots and Panthers, and the action heads your way on EA Sports.
It's a rematch of the 2004 Super Bowl. The Pats and Panthers are underway.
Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive.
They'll be led out by the 2015 NFL Most Valuable Player in his 11th season in the league, 32-year-old Cam Newton.
And many people are having difficulty pegging exactly what they believe Cam Newton is at this point in his career. For me, when I see certain days and he's right, he can still be an accurate passer, can still get the ball downfield. And his running ability, especially inside the 10, still makes him a difficult quarterback to prepare for.
It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Newton to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Kyle Duggar in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
56 yards the punt that time, 12 on the return.
And the Patriots take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
They'll be led by the Heisman finalist from a season ago, the rookie from Alabama, Mac Jones. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley.
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. DJ Moore. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Patriots on just 2 plays have taken the lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if we turn to the next-gen stats, the final clocking, well, it's ridiculous. 22.5 miles an hour.
Damn, Jimmy, how you already up 21-0 on that game?
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive.
A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games.
There he goes, left side. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown. Robbie Anderson. 85 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now Jones.
Catch is made by Harry. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Let's go. Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The numbers for McCaffrey last week: 18 carries, 94 yards.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now, number 3 in the league in rushing, within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that too.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. This defense for the Patriots, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Touchdown, Carolina! Devin Funchess, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Patriots ready to get the football back. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or 2nd seed come playoff time.
And some space here. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Josh Allen, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14. A shotgun snap for Newton. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
I hit Cam right in the knee. I just fucked up my bad.
Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Here's Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
Not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Hunter Henry brings it in and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the 1st down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley, and he'll be brought down at the 48. Yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the Panthers' 41-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Jones. Throw left side, complete to Harry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there for the Patriots. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. It's Barkley on the counter. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Folk connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
And he works free. And he's got some space here. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Newton. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
No, I can hear it though. Picks.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton into the hands of his receiver Anderson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice room watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing, Jones. Got a man open, that's Harry. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play there for the Patriots. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown.
I hope it started with JT, then worked his way to them tight ends.
The first half is winding down, and the Pats have taken the lead here
let
in
it
the
be.
final stages of this first half. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. A good gain there on first down. That run will get him 7 up to the 32-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A final shot before the break. Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Looking deep here for Ebron. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So we've reached halftime in a wild first. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw into the hands of Henry here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 2nd and 2. They'll run it again with Barkley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They go play action here on 1st down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
I need torn meniscus.
Here's a give to Barkley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Right,
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. Got his man, that's Harry. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Saquon Barkley. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that pushes the lead up to 11. That time a 9-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Time for our players spotlight, and it focuses in here on Cam Newton. And Charles, we look at the performance so far. 3 touchdown passes. Been pretty good. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
56, the mic, boys, 56.
Throwing is Newton. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
And they begin in a glorious spot, to say the least. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. DJ Moore there to make the grab. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now first and 10 at their own 16.
He'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll try the air now with Newton.
He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back. Now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter play. On 2nd and 9. Newton. It's caught. It's Miller. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. I got you, Pop. Mike 56.
Out of the gun. Newton. And this one complete right side to Funchess.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Newton now to throw. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Buying time to his left. Cam wisely hitting the deck at the end as he slides and has the first as well. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Newton. Got a man complete to Miller. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Well, when you've got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes. Here we go with McCaffrey. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. The corner, Stephon Gilmore on the stop. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Well, Charles, I guess the only thing I can think there is they've got a 3-score lead, and they're saying, well, we're not going to lose this, so let's have some fun. I don't know why you go for it.
I think that's as good an explanation as any, and we all know that certain coaches are more aggressive than others. That call to me, the fantasy people loved it, right? Anybody who's going to touch the ball, gain yards, maybe put more points on the board, they're happy that they kept it and did that. So very interesting deal there, but I'm with you on that one. Maybe he just says, what the heck, we can't lose. Let's go ahead and keep trying to win or add to our lead.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Just like that. Just like that. 56.
Newton. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. After the sack on 1st down, Newton hauled in by Anderson, left side. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points,